So I remember seeing a video by Linus Tech Tips where he was saying how booting Windows, or installing Windows from a DVD must have taken a while. I did it. It didn't take that long. And I got it because it was cheaper than the USB. That's why I got it. I should have gotten the USB, to be honest, but this was cheaper, so I got it. And this is not the case it came in, this is just what I have. I put it in a random CD case I had. But, like, it did not take that long. About 5 minutes, maybe? Like, I started the install and I walked away and came back like 5 minutes later and it was done. It did not take long. You'd think it would take longer because it's a spinning disk and not connected directly to the motherboard from a USB or the USB header, but it really didn't take that long. And, by the way, I do want to mention, having an NVMe for Windows 11 is great. This is so fast to boot up compared to my SSD. And I still use my SSD, though, because of the fact that I can't figure out how to access my my SSD from my NVMe yet, because of the fact that my SSD is Windows 10, my NVMe is Windows 11. Once I can figure out how to do all that, then I'll just be using my NVMe as the primary boot device. But until then, I'm still using my SSD. But I am glad that I now have an NVMe with Windows 11 on it. How big is it? 256 gigs, because I wanted to get an NVMe that was cheap, that I could only have the operating system on. Now, if it fails, I don't really care, because it's only going to have the operating system on it, so it doesn't really matter. I was originally going to go for a 128 gigabyte one, but then someone in Discord server was like, no, that's a dumb one, here's a better one. That was 256 gigs, so that's what I got. And I think it's one that was meant to be in just China, though, because like all of the stuff is from China, but like everything's made in China anyways. I don't really care as long as it works. So, yeah. And by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm switching back to my SSD. Because my SSD is in legacy mode. I mentioned this in the last video. I'll link it here if I remember. I probably won't remember, so just look. It's my last video, I think, that I did. So just look for that, and that's what I'm talking about. I think it was titled, oh, that's what it's for. That's what it means. Something like that. But anyway, I'm rambling. But yeah. I'd recommend people get this over the USB, to be honest, because it's cheaper. Or pirate it. You should probably pirate it instead. Piracy, the gateway drug.